I love my hair so much. You have no idea. This is one of my own custom creations. And today I'm going to show you how I constructed this custom unit by using the sewing machine. It's raw Indian Burmese hair. So make sure you stay tuned, watch the whole video, and drop a comment and subscribe so you can continue to see more content just like this.
All right, come on in, take a seat. I'm going to show you how I construct my units on the sewing machine. If you saw my previous video, you saw that I bleached my knots and I put a couple little highlights in my closure. But this is a 7x7 closure, and I go in, I fold it in half, and I mark the middle. I do that so that I can know exactly where to place it on my canvas head. And that way it's right in the middle of my wig dome cap as well as my canvas head. So everything can be symmetrical. Then I go in and I sew it on by hand. After that, I make my markings on the back. And now, as you can see, I'm doing every ½ inch for this because I have 4 bundles. The more hair you're using in your wig, the closer they have to be so you can fit everything into place. After I make my initial markings, I then draw the line completely across the head, exactly where my wefts will go. Look how amazing and uniform it looks. Now we're ready to go in with our wefts. Now this is the fun part, y'all. So I use my sewing machine to double my wefts. Doubling the wefts will help me get all the hair in, and it'll make it nice and thick. I only do 3 bundles, and then the last bundle, I'll just keep that as a single weft because I don't want it to be bulky for the top. After I finish doubling all my wefts, I then go in on my dome cap and I start to sew on my wefts on those grid lines that I created. Obviously, for the sake of time, I'm not going to show you me sewing on every single line, but it's all about repetition, following your guidelines, and making sure that you're creating a neat and classy wig. After I sew on all of my wefts, I put the wig back on the canvas head, and this is where the styling will begin. I first mold all of the hair down with the mousse and a little water just so that everything is uniformed and neat. Now I begin plucking. Now, if you want a detailed plucking tutorial on how I pluck my hairline to make it look natural, please let me know because I'm willing to do that. I'm obviously not showing you the entire thing because I wrap it all up in a couple minutes, but it takes me at least 15 to 20 minutes to pluck my entire hairline. But the goal of the hairline is to make it look realistic. You want it to look like it's yours. It's coming out of your scalp. When I'm completely satisfied with my plucking, I then let it air dry, and this is the final product. And voila, she is absolutely perfect. Now the next steps you don't have to follow. If you want to just finish hair and you want to just wet it back down to give it the same crinkled look that it had originally and get your curl pattern back, you can do so. But I took the extra step and I wanted to blow dry it out so that I can kind of cut it, make some layers in it, and just give it a little pizzazz. After I did my cutting and layering, I then go in with my water and mousse and I reestablish my curl pattern.
My most beautiful favorite unit. I hope that you love this and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.